Ladies and gentlemen, this stream is now in session. Obi-Wan362 Gamerlaw presiding. And with me, of course, is Bubbles.
Hi guys.
And welcome back to our little D&D escapades. Bubbles.
Yes.
A recap of last time, if you will.
Oh jeez, that's your job. I met a dragon. I got a rod that didn't move. Am I wrong?
Is that all that happened? Alright, fine. You know what? Fine. Fine, be that way.
You didn't give me my notebook. Stop. Stop.
It's right here.
Yeah, I got it. Is it the owl or the dragon?
It's a dragon.
Okay. Let me get snuggled back in here. Watch, I'm gonna open this and it's gonna be that. Okay, I fought. I didn't fight thing. Oh yeah, I did. I fought bushes.
I was like, it makes me sound like I shouldn't make you dungeons anymore, cause you just ignored the fact that you went through a little dungeon.
I did. I went through a dungeon. I fought some bushes. I found Tolly. I found an immovable rod, which sounds exactly like it. It sounds.
Sounds exactly like it sounds.
It is exactly like it sounds. Found Tiandir, a gold dragon, who spoke to me in the fog. He gave me a satchel of preservation and a Galthias fruit, which is a destructive winter fruit and a restorative summer fruit.
Did you say he gave that to you, or?
I just have it written down. Did he give this to me? Did I find it? Was it on the bush?
Well, guess you'll never know.
No! Tell me! Remind me! So I can write it down.
You found out that the shrubs that you fought were spawned from the seeds of the Galthias fruit.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready.
That made me forget the name of the thing I was looking for.
Good job.
But the other thing was that before you ended, Tiandir had offered to teach you Dragon's Fire.
Oh, okay. Yes.
So, and he gave you a chili pepper.
Num num.
Well,
I didn't eat it though.
nope,
I was just making
nope,
noises. I did
nope,
not eat it. No.
Nope, you made eating noises, so it is gone now.
No.
Gone forever. Okay. So, as we resume. So, if you would, you have to pull this up real quick. I had it written down elsewhere, but I don't know where those notes went. Sure, if I read, there we go. Go woods. I'm trying to look up things. Dragon's breath. That's why I'm looking up the right thing. Okay. So, he hands you the pepper.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, well, until you've mastered the spell, it may be easier to use your fur and feathered friend there.
Okay.
And Tali's just kind of like, eh?
Am I next to him?
Yeah, you're shit.
Okay. I just fluff his feathers.
He's still a little concerned by this, but it's alright,
Well, yeah,
alright.
there's a great filthy dragon in the room.
You say a great filthy dragon?
Like, it's an expression. I didn't say that.
Poor dragon. So the dragon, as best he can for being massive, tries to show you like low motion to make with your hands.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, this spell requires all three, so you will have to do both verbal, somatic, and have pepper. So,
I feel like he wouldn't have said that. Called it verbal, somatic, and have a pepper.
why not?
So it's like metagame expressions.
Is it?
I assumed.
Because they would, in world, they would also know that they are required to do some kind of motion, say something, and
I mean, yes, but would they use those words?
maybe he's ancient. You don't know how he talks.
Okay. Continue.
So he shows you little things. Roll a. Give me an Arcana check.
Jeez. Oh, that's a natural 18. I don't think my Arcana is great. 20.
20. You've being experienced, training under a high level druid for this time. You catch on pretty quick to spells and stuff now. You follow his little hand movements,
Mm-hmm.
and you put your hand on Tali,
Okay.
and Tali kind of jerks a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
opens his mouth, and just flames shoot out from his mouth.
That's cool. That's interesting.
It's like, huh. Didn't expect you to get that quickly.
I'm a quick study.
You notice as you feel the magic that you feel like you could maintain this for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Do you continue to focus?
Yes.
So as you do, the fire just keeps coming out of Tali's mouth, and after about a minute, it subsides.
Okay.
So Tindir kind of brings his massive head down to where his eyes are level with you. He's like, that's about how long the spell can be maintained.
Okay.
But during combat, you will have to worry about your concentration on it being broken.
Okay.
So, you are now capable of casting Dragon's Breath. And I will add it to your sheet later because
Yeah, I can't add it.
You can't add it because it's not part of the.
The druid level. The
It's not part of the
druids.
druid, and it's not part of the base rules.
Oh, okay.
So, I'll add it to you later.
Okay.
But for the time being, what it will allow you to do is you can cast as a bonus action Dragon's Breath, so you can do all three things. Is concentration for up to a minute, and you can touch one willing creature and imbue it with the power to spew magical energy. So, keep in mind, anything that's a touch spell can also be used on yourself.
Okay.
And you will fire a 15-foot cone.
Okay. Is it a normal? It's a spell, so no. What's the damage?
3d6.
Fire damage.
Yeah. For now, you are only able to cast it as fire. As it goes on, the spell is capable of doing also acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison.
Okay.
But for right now, you only know. You as the wire would only know that fire
Okay.
existed as an option for it.
Okay. Okay.
So
What's a minute? It would be 10 rounds.
10 rounds of
Okay.
combat.
Okay.
So give me a perception.
20.
Dirty 20 or natural 20?
Dirty.
Okay. It's about now that you notice, because he's brought his face down in front of you. It's about now that you notice that he's actually got some wounds going on, and like they look new. Like these are recent wounds.
You're hurt. What happened?
As I said prior, the Galthias tree is not to be trifled with. And neither are those who seek its propagation.
Why not just wait till it seeds instead of propagating it?
Propagate in the sense of seeking to grow it and have it spread, not necessarily the agricultural.
I grew up in a forest. What do you want from me? Is this something that, 10 good berries is even going to put a dent in?
Make a medicine check?
Okay. 14?
Probably be a nice gesture.
Okay, I produce 10 good berries. And I say, here, eat these. It'll help a little bit.
Very well. And he as carefully as he can.
I could just dump him into his claw.
That works too.
Yeah, I just dump him into his claw. Having a
Takes
dragon eat from my hand feels, one, demeaning, like he's a horse.
He
and it just doesn't seem like a wise idea.
He takes him. He still has to be as careful as he can because, you know,
Big claws.
big claws, tiny berries, trying to squish them, and just watch. And you realize how big his mouth is as these tiny berries just like dribble into his mouth.
They're so very powerful.
You see him straighten a little, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
my child, if it's all the same, I would like to have a bit of respite, if I may.
Okay. I grabbed Tolly by a feather, like on his head. I grab a feather so he comes. Come on. I grab my rod.
So, at this point in the cave, as you turn around to leave, you notice two options. One, there's the door that you came through, which led you through all the kobold nonsense. And on the other side, you notice there's the massive cave, massive opening that you'd seen from the outside to even enter this cave to begin with. You look, and you can actually see from where you are all the way back out to your woods.
Oh, I just got
And
that
it
way
bypasses that way. As you start to walk that way, you hear, "Lavar,
Yes.
don't forget to have the kobolds destroy what remains of the Golthias."
Oh yeah. I go back the other way then.
Easy enough to do. You go back through, and you end up in the.
Yeah, pull up my map.
Yep, I was going to say, for that, we actually have a map for that. For that area. There we are. Let's say, you work your way down, back through.
I'm sure my little kobold guide follows me.
Your kobold guy refused to follow you into the.
Right, so I assume he's waiting outside.
Um,
So he can follow me back towards the plants.
So you left your kobold right about here.
Mhm.
As you turn the corner and enter back in here,
Mhm.
he's gone.
Okay. Good. All right, I just make my way to the den where they all were.
Okay, it's easy enough to do. Like, it's not a very
It's not a
very
maze.
complicated for being clearly very painstakingly worked on. It's not a very complicated pathway to find. As you enter in here, you once again you find paste. You find the few elderly and children
Mhm.
still around, and then you find three kobolds of actual probably of warrior class and age
Okay.
sitting around. This one being your guide, and in what you now realize is draconic. talking to each other, being like, she's gotta be dead. She's gotta be dead.
Hi
She-
guys!
Ah!
Hey, so the dragon says that you need to clear out the bushes. Like, rip them up and burn them.
Their eyes have gone wide, and they're very dumbfounded by the fact that you came back.
Yeah, guys, I'm here. I'm back. You gonna do what the dragon says?
How did he not eat you?
I'm magic.
Their faces just kind of go stone cold. Just like,
Okay, well, I came back with instructions. He's going to be very angry with you all if you don't burn those bushes right now.
they're still trying to recover. As they're trying to recover, like a child kobold
Mhm.
comes over and like starts poking one because like they're not moving. You know, comedic effect. You're
I use thaumaturgy to make the campfires flicker. Yeah. Let's go. I will help you.
as they make a mad dash for the door, one of them accidentally steps in the fire, like, but like it barely slows him down as he
Okay, I'm like, do I need to create some water here?
runs through. Considering you only just helped them, not an hour, not more than a couple hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
What still remains is hardly anything, and so it's easy enough for you all to gather up what remains and dump them into the fires that you have
Okay.
going on inside. So I actually have to update. I have to refresh your Beyond page on here right now because right now it still shows you only have 9 hit points. Because
I don't.
for the record, for everybody watching, Bubbles got to level up between.
So I have more hit points and I have some new spells.
Yeah. So, which you might get a chance to use those. So, so you help them get that all cleared away. Is there anything?
What do I get for a short rest here? In D&D?
For a short rest, you'd get to roll a hit die, and then you can recover, health equal to that. You won't recover any spell slots.
I won't recover. Okay.
That said, just to help remind
Mhm.
you, it's the middle of the night.
Oh, I would like to. I mean,
Cause you woke up
yeah.
and found that Talia was missing.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go back to my clearing then.
Okay.
I don't know, unless I think I should camp here. Might be good to have kobold friends, I guess.
Right now, they're all
Oh.
slightly terrified of you, but not. That doesn't mean they're unwelcoming.
Right. I wish I. Okay. While they're clearing off the bushes, I'm going to just cook up some food for everyone.
Okay. Do you have supplies? Or
I like help the old women cook up some food.
Okay.
How's that?
That's fine.
Yeah, like just to,
You're attempting to be
nice.
okay.
Do you have an empty USB port on the front of your computer?
Yes.
It's for my phone. The power strip's not plugged in.
Gotcha. Why?
Okay, sorry.
just for the sake of flavor,
Okay.
make a performance check.
Um, 10.
Not really used to helping with kobold cooking.
Mhm.
It's a little weird for you. You may have burnt a few things, but overall,
Oh, I figured I was cooking what I knew.
but you're also using like kobold utensils
Oh, okay.
in the cooking,
Okay.
and so you're not quite accustomed to working with super tiny fires, and like this is clearly like a odd smattering of pots and
Okay.
pans that they've found. Um, Still works and everyone still appreciates it. It could go better.
I changed my mind. I am just gonna go back to my clearing.
You go back to your clearing. All right.
Yeah.
So easily enough, you and Tolly work your way back through the little maze, and you head back to your beautiful, lovely clearing. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Okay, and that's where you take your
Yes.
sleep. All right, go ahead and take your long rest.
Do I regain everything?
Yes. So I think there's actually a button in where you can do long rests. I just don't know.
The problem is I think it's on the desktop and not on here. There's short rest.
Let me see if I can find it. Because at least if I can find it. Oh, yeah.
Where is it?
Yeah, because it's right here on.
Yeah. There we go. Long rest. Take long rest. Oops. There we go.
Yeah, as a timer. So, there you go. So you've recovered all your slots. You're now up a level, and this is actually where we'll do another couple jumps in time.
Okay.
So, go ahead and roll for me. Is there any more training of Tali that you wish to have to do?
I don't know.
Okay. Then this will be a simple animal handling check then. Where for sorry, go ahead.
I guess like I haven't given it much thought because he's basically got all his basic obedience, right?
More or less, like he's still, he's a fairly tame wild animal.
Okay.
So, sometimes
I mean, like.
as you understand what that means, like it's
Yeah.
sometimes he's ornery, but
I guess is there anything that we talked about offline that I wanted to teach him?
I don't believe so. So just give me
Okay. 11.
it's your animal handling. Okay.
Mhm.
Give me 2 more. And tell me what both of them are.
I dropped it. 23. 18.
Okay. So over the couple years that you've had him and that you've been working with him, you've developed a very good relationship with Tali.
Mhm.
I think this is showing up on the other monitor, and that's why I can't see it.
Oh.
All right. That's
Do you want to just turn the TV and bring it over?
Yeah. you develop a good enough relationship with him, such that while he may not always listen to you when you're just out and about,
Mhm.
when there's conflict, when there's fighting,
Mhm.
he is by your side to the end.
Okay.
And as a result, during combat, you will now have the opportunity to use him as the same, use him and direct him how you wish.
Okay.
Uh,
So he's a fully trained owlbear.
yes.
What's our time skip? How many years passed?
So we're gonna be going another. We talked about going more, but I think 2 years is probably sufficient.
So we were 40.
So I think that makes you about 22. So we did about 6 years.
Yeah.
Did 6 years the first time, and now we're just going another 2. Unless you have a wider gap that you'd like to.
No, that seems fine.
Okay. Where is the? Okay, he's also now. He will also be level 3 with you.
Okay.
Trying to see if they level up HP the same way you do.
So it should be below.
Right, I saw what his hit dice was. I was just trying to figure out leveling up wise.
Well, he would be full grown now.
Yes,
So it would be max hit dice.
right, but it's the difference between, because this is gonna be a trained Albert companion.
Mhm.
The companion rules for this, for those of you listening at home, we're using the Baby Bestiary extra homebrew rule set. Because it's a homebrew set, it's designed to make them scale better than the regular animal companions do. So they actually level up and gain things as you level up, whereas
Mhm.
normal animal companions don't. They remain static.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to figure out how. But for tonight, we can use the base stuff of 14 hit points with an armor class of 11.
That's it.
Um,
Sorry, I thought I would have a higher armor class than that.
his armor class is only 11, but he's gonna go ahead and roll another D12 for me.
Where is my 12 here? 1.
Okay, reroll.
9.
Okay, so he has 25 hit points.
Okay.
Uh,
He will surpass me though, right? Like he should have more hit points than me.
he very well might.
Okay.
That's the difference, because since his hit dice is a D12.
Okay.
So again, that's all. Hit points, like
'Cause,
always
like
is.
at this point, like he should be full grown. He should be a brute.
He's pretty tough. If you want, you could take a look here. He's gonna have a beak attack. Does 1d6 plus 2 piercing damage, and a claw attack does 1d8 plus 2 slashing damage.
Okay.
Um, as you as he gets bigger, things will change. Like you get, he will also get the opportunity to put points into his ability scores, bumping them up.
Okay.
Um, but while they're intended to be, uh, well, the animal companions are intended to have scale with you.
Mhm.
Uh, they're not designed to be a replacement for people,
Oh,
but
but they could be.
they could be. They could be, and obviously, because this is a solo campaign, I don't tend to make encounters unbalanced for you and your owlbear.
Mhm.
But it's just at least starting out, because while you've trained with him and
Mhm.
you've done like some training against your direwolf brothers and everything,
Mhm.
the two of you haven't actually seen like real combat.
Okay.
Aside from you saw it when you had to save him,
Yeah.
but he's not had any
Okay.
real combat experience.
Okay. And we're not counting like the mock fighting
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like
in the village,
he's
in the elf village.
yeah, like he's you've trained with him and you've trained with him against other people and
Okay.
other things like that. So like he's not gonna be useless, but that's why he's maybe not as strong as he could be or will be.
Okay. Let's go with could. Because
Could.
that means once he gets real world experience, he could be
Sorry.
as good as
Sorry,
he could
he's
be.
not he's not as good as. That's why I also said will be. It's like because he will be get better.
Yeah.
So yeah. Regardless, point
Okay.
is he will get stronger from here.
Okay.
But this is where you're jumping off into in your 2 years later.
Yeah.
In this time, as I said, you've been training from there.
Mhm.
I assume in these 2 years, have you gone back and visited Tiandir
Yeah. Often.
often?
Often.
Uh, so with that, and part of that was my assumption when I said that you would now be able to cast Dragon's Breath easily. Is the fact that you've practiced. Tindir's been there to help you.
Yeah.
You have no issues with that. He's also informed you that there are other elements that you can do in the breathing.
Okay.
Though those ones are still a bit more difficult for you to do since he only breathes fire, and so
Right.
it's difficult for him to show you the other ones.
What were they?
Uh,
Poison, fire.
poison, fire, ice, lightning, and acid.
Okay.
But so through the training, as you've gotten better, and even your runt from the wolf pack has gotten
Mhm.
stronger
Yeah.
because he's trained with you. You've both helped each other grow.
Mhm.
Uh, right now we are, as I said, 2 years after,
Mhm.
sometime, uh, late fall,
Okay.
and Mom and all the wolf cubs
Mhm.
have gone to the village of the elf village
Mhm.
to meet with them about just discussing happenings in the village, happenings in the forest, just coordinating, and they've left you in charge here in the here in
Forest?
your forest.
Okay.
It's probably about midday.
Okay.
What are you up to?
Probably foraging.
Just foraging.
Yeah.
Okay.
Medicinal supplies, food supplies.
Give me a. I'm gonna make you give me a check, but give me a. nature check with advantage.
20.
20.
Because I think my nature is high. Hold on, let me double check that real quick.
I assume that your nature is high.
Oh no, it would be a 17.
17. Even still, you're just foraging. You find plenty of mushrooms for food, mushrooms and berries for food.
Mhm.
You have and you find you find a few useful medicinal herbs, which will be
I assume I have a rabbit or two in my traps.
yeah. There's a you have two, because what would you decide? You had like 4 snares or something like that. Yeah, you've got
Oh yeah, when I was 14, I
Yeah.
probably have a line of 20 or so now.
20 or so. You've 20 or so now. About half of them have something in them.
Okay.
Still kicking, still squirming.
Yeah.
So as you're collecting your rabbits,
Mhm.
you hear off in the distance.
I stealthily go investigate.
As you go, you keep hearing. Go ahead and roll stealth.
Nope. 3.
You're hearing it from the direction of the human village, but you hear it on the edge of your forest.
Okay. I get up to where I can see them, but they can't see me. Using the nature skills that I have learned. Like I'm just
Give
I'm just being a forest child where they're not very observant.
I'll give you advantage on your stealth check. How's that?
Scroll
+1.
down. 13.
13. Okay.
It was a 4 before.
Okay. As you get, let's go ahead and let's bring up the map. And as you get to your, probably over here somewhere. So let's find your little. You're over here in this corner
Okay.
watching, and over here you see I feel like it's not saving all of my tokens, and I need it to save my token, because this is also just showing my uploads. It's not showing the ones I found. Why are all these dead? Why are all of these things dead? Listen, Roll20. Don't make it so when I search for things, you only show me dead things. It's not helpful. None of this makes any sense. This is dumb. Over here, hacking away at one of the trees on the edge of your forest with just an axe that's probably the size of your face.
Okay.
You see a human woman, hair about shoulder, blonde hair about shoulder length on one side, but on the other side, like, very roughly cut.
Okay.
Just going to town on cutting down one of your trees. And about the time that you come through there, you see this tree topple and fall. Behind her are up here on this ridge is one person just watching her.
Okay.
And not super far behind her is one person there. And as you're watching, you hear the one on the ridge, like, Izana, I really don't think you should be doing this.
Do they have any torches or anything with them?
It's about. They do not have any torches with them. You see that both the one on the ridge and the one I guess make a perception check to see what they're holding, because you're a little bit away and you're trying to be sneaky.
Natural one.
You see nothing.
Okay.
I take it back. You don't see them. Voices came from nowhere. You don't know why that tree fell.
I want to creep a little closer.
Okay. Whereabouts do you want to go? Now we have a map.
No, we have a map. I want to go in that bare spot right there.
Right here?
Yeah. And then I want to cast Thaumaturgy. And I want to give a Raven Cry.
Okay.
Just
Make
try to
a
spook
raven
'em.
cry.
Oh no, I'm not doing it. It's Thaumaturgy. It's yeah.
You see the one on the ridge jump out of their skin.
Okay.
The one over here almost just looks annoyed.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna.
And the one here with the axe is looking you dead in the eyes.
How? I'm behind the trees. She can't see me directly.
When you moved, she got a perception check against your stealth check.
Ah. Alright. Alright, I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna do this. Can I use... I wonder if I can... Alright. I'm going to use Thaumaturgy again. Because I can cast it multiple times. I'm going to make my voice boom 3 times as loud.
Okay. What are you going to do?
I'm going to look her dead in the eye and say, this isn't your forest.
Okay.
With my Thaumaturgy voice. Or no, I'll say, you don't belong here. That's better.
Okay. Give me a... Did Tali come with you when you came here?
Yes. He follows me everywhere.
Okay. But so when you walked out, like, would you have had him hang back so
Yeah.
that... Okay. So I'll check anyway. Give me an intimidation check with advantage from your
Okay.
from your Thaumaturgy.
I need to see what my intimidation is. Nope, not that one. Skills. 11.
11.
Yeah. It's with the Thaumaturgy though. Scary.
That's why I gave you advantage. It's not my
Well,
fault.
the first time I rolled a 9, the second time I rolled a 10. I'm thinking I need to pull out. Where is my... There's my owlbear. I need a wedding dice. Can I roll again with a wedding dice?
No, but you can have that for around for next time. Let me see.
Yeah, just saying them down, I rolled both better.
Wasn't that a shame? All right, let me see. I'll make it contested for you. You... The one who didn't seem to be paying you much mind before,
Mm-hmm.
you see them start fumbling for something on their belt,
Okay.
and you notice that they've got a crossbow.
Okay.
The one on the ridge is gone.
Good. Good. I'm glad that worked on him. I'm going to pull out my...
And the one with the axe has taken a couple steps back, but is still holding their axe at the ready.
Okay, I'm going to pull out my staff and shillelagh.
Okay.
Like, just enchant it. Just to be ready.
As you do that, you hit the other one that's fumbling for the crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Zana, are you really sure you want to do this? She's like, like a little strand of hair out of her face. Is like, do you see another place we're getting lumber?
You're not getting it from here. And Thaumaturgy. It lasts for a minute.
Oh, sorry. This one is boop. Gone. Well, I guess we're rolling initiative.
Alright.
You get to roll initiative both for you and for Tali. So just make sure you just designate which dice is Tali's.
The pink one. Because it doesn't matter. Because Tali got 3 and I got 5. Oh, plus initiative. I think it only adds 1 for me. Yeah, so a 6. And Tali got a 3.
Okay.
Does he get an initiative?
He does. He gets a. I think he only gets his dexterity. He only gets his dexterity bonus, which is -2.
What is he considered? A beast companion?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, he's a -2 dexterity modifier. So. Okay, so so he's at 1. Is that
Yeah.
right? You're at 5.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, and then
Oh, this says he has 59 hit points, babe.
you mean
As a
You're-
fully grown owlbear, he has 59 hit points.
oh well, look at that.
I mean, you're not going with that, are you?
I'm not.
Mm,
It was a good try though.
that's nice. Okay.
I was.
Is he? What size is he? Is he huge or just large? I assume he's just large.
He's just large. I'm not even sure if he would technically qualify as large. He might qualify as medium, but for now we'll go with large.
Okay.
Because it won't make much difference.
What's his armor class?
I
14? Is that what you said?
think it's at 11.
11. Okay.
Yes, he's got an armor class of 11.
HP? 20.
25 was what it was. Because you rolled a 9.
Okay. Oh shoot.
You're saying, oh shoot,
I hit back and
I'm just
Okay.
now realizing that somehow I didn't give any equipment to this character. I did everything else about their thing except apparently their equipment. So I have to very quickly look up
Okay.
the damage on a. I have to look up the stats for axe.
Okay.
So you've managed to unnerve them a bit, but not scare them off.
Okay.
It's the wrong tab. So the axe wielder is gonna come running. That's 5, 10, 15. And get right up close and take a swing at you with their axe. And they're gonna swing. You duck out of the way, and the axe sinks into the tree behind you and gets stuck.
Do I get attack of opportunity?
You know what? Maybe. You know what? Sure.
Okay.
I'll let you have an attack of
I'm
opportunity.
gonna beat her with my shillelagh staff.
Because they rolled a natural 1, I will let you have an attack of opportunity. Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack.
I'm trying to find a good dice. My dice are not rolling so hot today. I don't think I have another D20 in here. I will roll this one. It's just a 20. Yeah. Was it? It's just my strength modifier.
Check. I think Shillelagh makes it so that you can use your spell casting modifier, which for you is wisdom, I believe.
Yes, that's much better. 13.
13. Gosh dang it. 13. You swing with your shillelagh, and Izana, as you've heard the name is, just like sucks it in, and you just barely miss.
Why
miss
are
her.
my dice betraying me today?
Watching, just seeing what had just happened, the other one frees their crossbow and looses a bolt at you, and it goes wide. You think you hear it laying in a bush somewhere behind you.
Okay.
But now it's your turn.
I'm gonna spell her, cause. Or should I try Shillelagh one more time? You know what? I'll try Shillelagh one more time. Yes. 21.
21. All right, that. Go ahead and roll for damage.
I gotta see a D8. 4. Oh wait, do I add anything? I don't think so. It's magical.
I think the damage remains the same. It just has a magical quality to it.
Okay, so I hit her with a magical 8, a magical 4.
Magical 4.
Yeah.
All right, you give a nice solid crack to the shin, and she kind of stumbles. She didn't fall. She didn't fall to the ground, but you made her think twice.
Can I see the map?
Yes.
Oh, she came to me.
Yeah, she came to you.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, 'cause yeah. A square is 5 feet.
Yes.
Oh, these are more like rectangles. Okay.
That's when I
Yeah,
resized the
yeah.
map, it didn't work out quite right, and now I can't see the actual grid to tell where.
How many feet do I get in a movement? 60? Or that's not my question. I take that back. That's not what I wanted to know. I want to know how far he is away. Is it more than 30 feet?
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Looks like about 30.
Okay. Okay, it's not my turn though. It should be Tali's turn.
It's Tali's turn, and you get to direct Tali.
Tali is going to he's going to come up and take a swipe with his claw at her and then back away behind me.
Okay.
Oh, I have to roll for him.
Yep. Roll an attack.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Go ahead and roll damage. His claw attack is 1d8.
3.
3. Okay. So makes it double the dice. Add modifier, and that is 8 points of piercing damage.
Slashing damage.
Slashing, whatever. As he just rips into her.
Cool.
Like you see a bit of blood coming out the side. And she looks a little rough.
Oh. Dang it, I messed up a little bit.
Make a perception check.
Oh wait, hold on, I gotta check perception. I think it's 5, but let me check. Yes. 17.
17. Did you just see a smirk?
On her face?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to have Tali, instead of running behind me, I want him to... It's not that one, babe. There you go. I want him to run around to behind the other one. I want him to start herding the other one towards me.
Okay. So she's gonna get an attack of opportunity on him as he exits combat. as he exits melee range with
That's
it.
fine, because our axe is still stuck in the tree. Can't attack with a weapon that's not free.
I mostly gave that as flavor, but I did say that, so alright. 2... Probably had to use 5 to get to you. So, and you want him to go around this one to try and...
I want him just to herd the guy closer to me.
I say Ty, get about there.
Okay. Put him on the other... to herd him down. Yeah, put him there. He can climb the rock. He's big.
Okay. So... He still gets an attack, it just, you know, be an unarmed attack. That'll hit.
No.
Yeah. So as Talia runs out, you see her try to grab out, and she like she tries to grab him, realizes she's not gonna be able to stop a charging owlbear, and so with the other fist just hauls him, hits him right in his hind leg. Talia, you're also gonna have to keep track of Talia's HP.
I got it.
That's 4 points of damage.
What? No.
Sorry, 3. 3
Thank
points of
you.
damage.
That's better. Jeez.
She kind of hits like a truck.
Alright, no mercy. Okay.
Okay. It's now her turn.
Okay.
She unflinchingly rips the axe out of the tree. And there's some fire in her eyes now.
Okay.
I'll do it. She brings the axe down on you, and it just sinks into your thigh. You suffer. Crap, where did I have it? I had it looked up here a second ago. 1d6, alright. Where are the... There it is, jeez.
I get you that nice box, and you still keep your dice in a plastic baggie.
This is just the one set of dice. The rest of my dice are in here.
I see how it is. Okay, how much?
10 points of slashing damage.
What? Using what?
The
axe?
Yeah. So she rolled a 6 on damage.
Okay.
She has a +2 strength modifier.
Okay.
And she's raging.
All right.
The other one, now seeing a charging owlbear, fumbles with their crossbow. They're looking a bit skittish at this point. Fires a shot at Tali.
Okay.
Hits Tali, and Tali takes 3 points of piercing damage. As the bolt just kind of sinks into his shoulder, he's not slowing down.
Okay.
So you are up.
Oh, owlbears can make 2 attacks.
Again, it's the companion rules, not the standard owlbear ones.
He should still be able to make 2 attacks. He is a trained owlbear. Alright. Um, 2d6. Okay. I'm gonna cast Moonbeam on her.
Moonbeam. Okay.
Moonbeam.
You're gonna have to tell me what Moonbeam does.
A silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range, 120 feet. Till the spell ends, dim light fills the cylinder. If it enters or starts its turn there, it's engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain and must make a Constitution saving throw. It takes 2d10 radiant damage on a failed save, or half as much on a success.
2d10?
Yeah. I ain't messing around anymore.
Oh, okay. You said it was a Constitution saving throw?
Yes. Okay. Gonna make your Constitution saving throw?
Yep. Alright, go ahead.
It has to beat 13.
Okay.
I need to know how much damage you roll.
No, you roll the same, it halves the amount that it takes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so no, what you roll remains the same.
11.
Is it 2d10 plus your spellcasting mod?
It just says 2d10. Here, I can... What happened to my... There it is. No, this says the exact same thing.
Okay. Okay, I just wanted to double check. I didn't want to short you damage.
I mean, it doesn't say it. But don't you normally add it?
So like for physical attacks, you normally add your strength modifier, but I will have to look that up to make sure.
All right. Well,
For
right
next
now
time.
it's 11.
Okay. So as she's standing there, axe held high, you just summon this giant column of light. You just hear,
Mm-hmm.
and like you see her kind of like bend in the
Mm-hmm.
like oh, unexpected, and you said it was 11.
Mm-hmm.
She did make her she did make her saving throw.
What?
But she's
Looking rough.
she's looking real rough.
Okay.
And so now it'd be Tali's turn.
Tali's gonna run up and just attack the other guy. Does he get one attack or two?
He gets one.
14, 15. What's his strength?
Which one are you doing? Claws or?
Oh, I don't know. Which one's better?
Claw attack does 1d8. Beak does 1d6.
Claw.
Okay. So he gets
Plus 3.
+3 to hit on claw attack.
17.
That'll hit. Roll your damage.
Was it a 10?
The 1d8.
An 8. 6.
You
+2.
The
oh,
per-
sorry.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
+2.
1d +2.
So 8.
8. Tali lunges, swipes him, knocks the person to the ground. They're conscious, but they're bleeding out. Like
Okay.
they're out of this fight.
Okay, that's fine.
They're just like, ah, Asana, let's go.
You can go.
You say that you're not actually sure if he can.
I don't
He
care.
may not be able to get up on his own.
I don't care.
I know you don't.
But he could have gone. Pull up the map. Tali just stays there.
Okay. All right. It is Izana's turn. What kind of shape are you in?
About. I'm only 10 points down.
Yeah, you're at 17, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You see Izana looking over at her downed friend,
Mm-hmm.
looking at Tali, who's lurking over top of it,
Mm-hmm.
and looking at you. She doesn't seem to be trying to get out of your moonbeam.
Mm-hmm.
She's just trying to figure out what to do at this point.
Okay.
She looks at you. She raises her axe up.
Mm-hmm.
She chucks it into the ground.
Okay.
It's like puts her hand up. The village is dying. The cursed dragon wasted our entire crop of timber, and she gestures to the hill on the far side, past their village. And for the first time, you notice it's a charred wasteland. It's like, we have no other choices. Timber is our one export. We need something.
Not from this forest, you don't. You'll have more than me to contend with if you take down this forest.
She starts.
I whistle Tali over, so he's near me, cause guy on the ground's not a threat. I just
Go ahead.
want him there, looking menacing.
Go ahead and bring him over.
Yeah.
She's
I
looking at you.
dispel the moonbeam too.
Okay. She's looking at you. She's taking like small steps back. Enough that you would, if you were determined, you could have an attack of opportunity. But
I want Tali just to walk around behind her and stop her progress.
Okay. She gets a very small bit away before.
Yeah. You will not cut down the trees of this forest. Go somewhere else.
Where am I supposed to go? And you see, she's just gestures all around, and with the other forest on the opposite side gone, there's mountains on this side, where your dragon friend lives, and plains on that side, and give me a perception check, actually.
10.
That's probably enough for you. You start to notice that while a good number of the trees over on the other one are burnt, A number of them don't look burnt, but they do all look dead.
Okay. This isn't my problem. You guys cannot use this forest. There is more things more powerful than me here. Move the village. And I just start to walk away. And I have Tolly come, but I have him on guard in case
Okay.
she tries to attack me. I walk away at that diagonal so I can like keep her in my sight.
Okay. As you're walking away, she's like, just, please, listen. Told them we never should have taken anything from that stupid Rakshasa. So I'll start with him.
I just glare at her. Put your hands down.
She goes and she reaches down for her axe. But she picks it up and just like puts it on her back.
Tolly growls anyway. Or like, yeah, growls. Like just like a low throaty warning growl. Just we know you're putting it away, but...
She looks at him, goes, and walks over to check on her friend.
He screams at her in that like loud cacophonous like owl screech.
Roll an intimidation for Tolly. Let's see.
What's Tolly's intimidation?
It
has to be high. At least
I think it's
give
equal
him...
to his. I think it's equal to his strength.
What's his strength? Oh wait, 20 plus 5? Oh, 20. Okay, I'll take that. Oh, is that? It was tilted.
It's sorry. It's equal to his strength modifier.
Yeah. 18.
Okay.
I want the other guy to at least faint of terror.
The other guy might not be conscious anymore, but that might be because of you weren't paying attention to him. You don't know if he passed out from the scream or from blood loss. You don't really know.
Okay. I also don't really care, but that's beside the point.
She flinches. She goes for the axe for a second, and then realizes
what she's doing.
She realizes what you're doing. She's going over.
I ruffle his feathers and say, "Good boy," under my breath to him. I scratch his beak.
I don't know what's come over that accursed forest. Everything we plant refuses to grow ever since the dragon laid two dragons laid waste to it 2 years ago. All we want, if we could just get something to grow there, then we wouldn't have to worry about any of this anymore. She looks at you. She doesn't.
I have a face of total uncaring.
Like you can see she's like in her face.
Mm-hmm.
She feels pretty well defeated.
Yeah. That's fine. I'm not saying this out loud.
I
It's
know.
for context.
I know.
I don't care.
I know.
I know you know. I'm saying this for everybody else.
She looks at you like, I was the only one willing to come now. But it won't be long before the rest of the village gets desperate enough that you will have half, if not all, of the woodcutters in the village here to chop down this forest if we can't do something about that one. She hoists up her friend and starts to walk away.
Alright. As soon as they're far enough away that I can, re-enter my forest without threat of them, I'm gonna hop on Tolly and we're just gonna go to the elf village.
You can just make a beeline for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or do I want to go to Tiandir? He may
So,
know more about the dragons.
you hop on Tolly, you take off into your forest,
Mm-hmm.
and it is 11:40, and so that's where we will end for tonight.
Okay. That'll give me time to consider.
Then you can consider it, and we can also make sure we write down for you. I'll send you the PDF for the animal companion stuff,
Okay.
so that you can do the levels and stuff for Tolly, because Tolly does get features as he levels up.
Okay.
Because technically, the features I have here for him would be for him at level 1.
Okay.
So he might have multi-attack by now. I'm just unsure. And we can use that to figure out going forward. That way, next time you won't have to rely on the base Owlbear stats. You'll have your specific Owlbear stats.
Yeah. Okay. Updated my book.
Okay, good. Let me see real quick. Ogres, oozes, orcs. Owlbear!
Hey, friend.
Oh, look at that thing. And
Otyugh.
Otyugh. Otyugh.
So I will tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
The generic owlbear
Mm-hmm.
has a higher strength. But your owlbear has a higher intelligence and a higher charisma, which is useful for you being able to actually talk to it and understand it.
Why would it need charisma though?
It doesn't need charisma, but
Okay, can I take some of that charisma and put it into strength? Why does my owlbear need charisma? It communicates with me. I don't need to be persuaded. Unless he's trying for puppy dog eyes, which I'm probably going to fail to that anyway. He's a sweetie.
Is he a sweetie? You don't know.
Yeah, I do. He's mine. Okay, my druid dice are going into dice jail, though.
What? Why?
They performed very poorly for me tonight. He gets Mohawk back. There we go. You should throw my Owlbear up on the screen. Just for funsies. While we close up.
Boop. Owlbear.
Owlbear.
Yeah. So you had some stuff happen.
Yeah.
You've learned how to do the fire.
I need to learn wild shapes still. Or are we assuming that I was taught that?
No,
and I just need to pick it.
you have wild shape now.
Oh, okay. I do. Okay.
And wild shape isn't a spell.
No, it's an it's a thing.
Yeah. And it should just be it should be a part of your sheet by default. Being a druid of this level.
I'll have to see.
Yeah. Double check for.
I need to play around with it on the desktop version because the mobile version is good for referencing, like during the stream like this. But
Yeah, you'll have to let me know because I had to put it in there by hand. Some of it may not have gotten put in the
Yeah.
way they want it to have been put in there.
Mhm.
So yeah, you have access to all the druid things that you should have for your level now. So
Okay. Where does it fall under? Because that's what I mean, like.
it would be probably under actions, and then you should be able to find it under all.
Wild shape. Okay. It just gives me the base. Okay, so I'll have to play with that. Okay.
Yes, sweetheart. Don't forget you have
Oh, here it is. Wild shape.
Don't forget, sweetheart. You have hellish rebuke.
Yeah. That actually does damage.
Mhm.
It like puts people in fire.
See, it puts people in fire.
You point your finger and the creature that damaged you is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames. The creature must make a dexterity saving throw. It takes 2d10 fire damage on a failed save and half as much on a successful one.
That feels so excessive.
I know Critical Role does it differently. They don't do it as a damage. Or maybe they do.
no,
maybe
it-
it's
it-
like
it
it's
does
what?
damage.
It's taunt.
Yeah,
that-
it's
at-
you just
that-
have to.
They use at the
You just have to do some kind of, for them they have to do some kind of taunt because it does require a verbal component.
yeah. So maybe that's why I always catch a taunt and never the dice roll.
Yeah. So. But anyway.
Yeah.
There you go. Next time you'll be off to consult somebody, whether it be
Yeah, I gotta decide if I want to be the dragon or Aladar. Is that his name?
I don't think it is.
It's close though. Let me check.
I think
my
you
notes.
think you may have combined some names. That might have been what happened there.
You know what? You don't know.
I don't know because you're not making me doubt myself.
Alar.
I was like, we're bring a D in that name.
Alar.
And who's the other one?
Filar. Filler. Filar. Tiandir. I don't know who you're asking about.
the other elf.
Filar. Filar. I don't know how you said it. I wrote it how
So-
I heard it.
Sweetheart, then if you wrote it how you heard it, then how come you don't know how it was?
It looks like it should rhyme with pillar, so filler. But that doesn't. It would be Filar.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. I hope you enjoyed the mess that was our little game. What was I hope you had fun.
I did.
You didn't. Oh.
I did.
Tomorrow is Wednesday, so we'll be looking at a community day. We'll probably do some more Darkest Dungeon. I'm enjoying that game right now. So,
If you would like to see Obi take a day and instead of streaming a game, build maps, please sound off in the Discord.
yes.
Because that's what I'm trying to convince him.
I don't know. Maybe I'll start handing that job off to people in the Discord, being like,
Build maps.
I need a map that has this kind of terrain.
Is
Go.
Fantasy Grounds free?
No.
Oh,
It has a demo version, but it is a paid service.
Okay.
But
I
thank
wish
you.
there was something other than Roll20.
I know, but
So if you know of something, sound off. Let us know.
yeah. thank you guys so much for watching this. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this stream is adjourned.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.